Vanishing Twin. What a week it's been since we started the first part of the webinar, the workshop. What came up very strong was the realization of how powerful the resistance is. What I mean by that, I want to bring it into consciousness, what I've observed in the system and why the resistance is there. And it's perfectly understandable. And I really am empathic with this resistance. So if you imagine that you have been living out of somebody else's system since the day you were born, and that's all you know, and you've guided your compass or polished your compass as much as possible to that other person's system information, and you're operating from it. So this would be quite challenging to stay centered. It would keep you hovering in the mind. Now, your soul knows your guidance and will guide you. So you would develop consciously, but you're operating not from your system. So you're hovering in the mind and not grounding your potential because you're in somebody else's system. So what I realized in the first webinars when I reflected back is that people were starting the webinars, making the realization, the aha moment, again, moving out of the twin place, and then realizing, oh, I don't know anything else. That means my whole life will change. I'll be a new person. I will have new values, new everything. And that's scary. So I jump back into the twin place again. And I say, I've done it and it's enough, and stop. And I want to operate from what I know best, because it's worked up to now, even though there's toxicity, even though there's resistance, even though it's challenging, even though it may be explosive, even though it may be dramatic, it's still better because I know it, rather than step into total acceptance of letting go the old values and the old behavior patterns. So that's what came up very strong, was this realization how challenging it is for somebody to let go everything, because you're letting go everything, and how beautiful that is because you're stepping into a new you, you're stepping into a new life, and you're stepping into yourself for the first time ever. And your soul knows already who you are. Your soul knows how you operate. Your soul is that guidance system. So the mind is not really needed when you're in your own system. So I invite you to become more conscious, if you're feeling a resonance with the webinar, or if you've been part of the webinar, to really bring it consciously and say, wow, I am compassionate with myself, because that means I have to let go everything. And at the same time, I can have everything. By letting go everything, it means you can have everything. Because suddenly you're allowing that love to come to you. When you're in somebody else's system, the twin system, people can send you this love recognition, your gifts, your results, and they don't enter your system. The reason being is because you're not in your system. But when you're in your own system, then all the results come in, all the love come in. You don't need the other half. You are full, you are whole. So this is the realization I came to, how obvious it is, and at the same time, how long it took us to get here, because it's perfect. There's deep, deep layers, and this is really the time that we can handle this shift out of the vessel of our twin and into our own whole being, whole life, whole potential. And this specific date on the 31st is about bringing the gods, the creator part of our aspect, to earth and clearing what's in the way. So this is a very powerful day today. And this is the moment we can clear our vessel completely. And then on the 4th, embody who we are and activate that inner compass, that inner guidance system completely, and bring this power to earth. First, it's about being in our own vessel, our own system, and then activating this power. Because if you activate the power in a twin system, it's just going to fly away. It's just going to flow maybe to somebody else, rather than totally embodying it of who you really are. So I'm very, let's use this date and this moment of time, because it's the right time for us. We can handle it. And it's so beautiful to let all our old aspects go and to totally create, totally manifest from who we are as a total being, as a sovereign being, in our own systems. So this is what we'll be doing later on today. If you missed the webinar, it's there, the recordings are there, and the energy's there. And you will watch it a few times anyway to activate the different layers. There's many, many layers, and it's going very deep into the system. So yeah, feel in if it feels right for you, or meditate today, because this is the day that you can really face those shadow aspects in yourself, face those parts of you that may be out of your system. If you don't have a vanishing twin, today is a great day for facing those parts of you that's not living from your potential and to transform them. So if you want to meditate or go for a walk with that intention, it will work in your system. Have a beautiful day, and enjoy this opportunity which is open today of streaming down who you are so you can face or transform the illusions which are in your system. Have a beautiful day. Maybe I'll see you at the webinar later. Thank you.